Hi folks, here we are at St Enodor, overflow from the old churchyard. Some pretty interesting, these have got Victorian people in it up to modern by the look of it. This is St Enodor in Cornwall. So we'll have a look and see what we can find here for people. Joseph Bullock, which is a local name, and still some Bullocks around in St Cullen Minor. I think there was a builder in there. Joseph died 1883, and also his wife Patience, she died in 1896, age 68. That's Bullock, Joseph and Patience Bullock. And here we are. You have Elizabeth, beloved wife of John Bullock, died in 1886, age 58, and also John, who died in 1909, aged 81 years. Beautiful stonework here, look at this. Beautiful. Alright. So that's Bullock, Elizabeth and John. We have a couple of graves here. These are like granite ones. William Williams died in 1889. Also his wife Jane, she died in 1889. And Charles Simpson Williams died in 1942, aged 75. This is like a double grave here by the look of it. More Williams. William Asa Williams, who died at Loo. Okay, that's about, oh, that's on the other coast. 15 miles away, 20 miles. So he died at Loo, aged 32. Also Eliza, his wife, who died at 6 Carvosa Road, Truro, in 1939. Okay, she moved away from Loo then. Went to Truro instead. Right. Here we have a nice little grave here in memory of Elizabeth Peterson, who died October 20th, 1887, in her 40th year. Bless her. Joseph Koboldik Clemow, C-L-E-M-O-W. It's usually just a double M-O, or just an M-O, no W. Okay, that's different. Of Trewosna, in this parish. He died in 1884, aged 61 years. Also Catherine, who died at Trewosna in 1882, I think that is. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's quite hard to read that one. That'll clean off nice, so I reckon, with the right stuff. Okay, so look back here, folks. By the way, I've walked through here, and I think, well, I'm almost certain that there's loads of unnamed, unmarked graves. 99% sure, even here. So we'll carry on and have a look here. So let's see, there's no way there's not a grave there really between these two. Here we go. John Hawkin, who died at where's that? Turetti. On the 28th of June 1897, age 52. Also Samuel Claude, beloved child of the above, died in 1885, aged 11 months. Oh, that's a shame. Hate seeing that. And here we have George Borden. Sorry, Jane, the beloved wife of George Borden, who died at Mitchell, February the 14th, 1884, age 48. Her end was peace. Also of the above, George Borden, aged 63 years. He died in 1898. That's Borden. Bordens are still in Cornwall. Yeah, definitely a grave there, I would have thought. If I step back here, you can see it's unmarked. I've got to be careful where I'm stepping here because I think there's loads of unmarked. Let's have a look to see who this is without forgetting them. And this is affectionate memory of William Cole, C-O-L-E, of Borden Farm in this parish. He departed this life February 23rd, 1889, age 71. Also Joel, his son, who died on April the 8th, 1884, age 22. That's father and son there then. That's a shame. Yeah, you can just about see the sinkings. There's no way there's not graves there. All the way up through here, I would have thought. Anyway, this needs to be cleaned out a bit more really. Henry Gregor. I can't see no Y. I thought it could be Gregory, but it looks like Gregor. Henry Gregor died February 2nd, 1885. Got anybody else there? I can see. Hold on. Sorry about this, folks. Henry Gregor was 1 year and 9 months when he died. Also Frank, his brother, died January 11th, 1905, aged 20 years. Sons of Richard and Grace. Sons of Richard and Grace. And it says Jane Gregor there. Of this parish. Okay, so we've got Henry, who was 1 year and 9 months. We got Frank, who was 20 years old, and they were the sons of Richard and Grace. Gregor. Okay. Let's see if we can read this one. No, I can't read it. Sorry about this, folks. Hang on. Courtney Howden, perhaps. It's Courtney anyway. She died in 1887 anyway. I can't get anything, no more info on there, I'm afraid. Yeah, there's sinkings here, look, little sort of humps and bumps. Oh, that's a nice little grave here, folks. Little child's one, I would have thought. What have we got here? Can't read the name as such. It shows up better on the video, but it says 1886, aged 12 years. I'd love to get a name on that, really. I can't get down low enough. You might be able to make it out on this video. Just answer in the comments if you can make that out. Okay. Yes, there's a big sink in here. Whether that's just the end of the path or whatever, I don't know, but let's look at this one lying down here. Betsy Harding, shame it's fallen over. Betsy Harding of this parish. Died in 1886, March 26, 1886. Aged, looks like 68. That's Betsy Harding. Ah, there's a soldier. There we go, Private S.J. May, Somerset Light Infantry, 17th of August 1916, aged 21. Ah, God bless him. Yeah, there's quite a few dead in this way, folks. What I'm going to do is go down that end. Probably won't be able to get these all today. It's Cole. Mary Ann Cole died in 1916, aged 75, and her husband Richard died in 1936, age 81. It's not bad. It's kept quite well, folks. Looks like somebody's come in recently and trimmed around. Shame about the ivy though, eh? Okay, who we got here? We got John, the beloved husband of Mary Rawlings of Somercourt, who died 27th December 1919, aged 35 years old. Also Mary, his beloved wife. I'm going to get on the other side there. There's a definite grave there, sunk. Have to be careful of that, I don't go flying over that. Okay, his beloved wife. Died November the 21st. No, 25th. 24th. (1866), age 84. There's another soldier here. A.E. Dungy, Post Office Rifles, 24th of February 1920. He worked for the Post Office, Post Office Rifles, City of London. That's quite cool. He buried here. And beloved memory of Morris. Dearly beloved son of Fred and Lottie beloved son of Fred and Lottie Warren with an E. Who died of Queens, which is Indian Queens, but just Queens here, so it was called Queens back then, who died April 19th, 1918, aged 13 years old. That's a shame. Ernest Harris of the Blue Anchor, Fradden. Who died in 1916, aged 27 years old. Jane, wife of John Grigg, who died at Aralis, 1884, aged 58 years old. Yeah, Jane, the wife of John Grigg, and also John Grigg, who died at Respara, I don't know. 1909, aged 89. The old sky's looking black, folks, but we'll battle on until it rains a minute. I mean, this is hard to read here. Could be Philip. Oh, it's a shame about that. I can't make out anything on that one. A lot of these are hard to read. Elizabeth Osborne, wife of John Osborne, who died April 15th, 1888. in her 100th year. Wow. Also Mary Osborne, who died in March 6, 1900, aged 86 years. And the funny angle, folks, is because the grave's leaning, so we'll just have a quick walk around. It's starting to rain here now. James Tamlin died at Blue Anchor. Now, was there a place called Blue Anchor? There's a Blue Anchor pub in Fradden in 1889, aged 70 years old. Also Joanna, his wife, who died at St Agnes, which is a long way from here, in 1904, aged 84 years. Okay, so she moved from here then, by the sound of it, once John had sort of died. Thomas Cole died 1902. That's definitely Cole, but somebody's taken the lead letter off. Also Mary, his wife, she died in 1908, aged 80. It's starting to rain heavy now, which I don't mind really. We need it. There's a nice stick of this one. It's a beauty. Mary Jane Bennett, born 1821, died 1906. Oh well, we wanted rain and we got rain. It's raining. John Williams Lobb of Summer Court died 1909, September the 19th, aged 72. Also Mary Jane, his beloved wife, died in 1933, aged 88. Lobbs are still in Summer Court. It's a nice looking grave, strange, take a lot of work that does. Another memory of Elizabeth Lillian, beloved wife of R. Richard Asa Osborne of Summer Court. She died in 1915, aged 31 years. Also Madeline, a daughter who died in infancy. Oh, look at the detail going into that though. What's that say? The dad. Yeah, the shroud over it, I like that. Beautiful work. Beautiful stonework. Lovely big scroll here. Memory of Charlotte Lorena, beloved wife of Richard Best Hoare of Fradden, died in 1915. And also Richard Best Hoare died in 1928, aged 78. Charlotte was 63 when she died. Right folks, I'm going to wrap this one up now because it's heavy rain here. Sarah, the beloved wife of James Cooper, died in 1920, aged 61 years, and also James in that one. Here's, let's stop easing off a bit now. Here we are, remembrance of John Pierce with a C. John Pierce. I know there's people looking for Pierces. Of St Cullum Road. Entered into rest in 1911, aged 78. Also Mary, his beloved wife, she died in 1931, aged 79. And also George Solomon, who died 1925, aged 60. And William H. Solomon, who died 1912, aged 23 years. So that's Solomons and Pierce. Right folks, this is good look around here. There's Richard Gummo Osborne there, died in 1917. I'm going to have to come back to this one, I'm afraid. So I'll catch you all later. Please like and subscribe. This is St Enodor Overflow Church Overflow in Cornwall, St Enodor. Bye for now.